Ho, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
Hey, bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
Well, in the bog there was a hole in hole, a rattling hole, oh.
Oh, the bog in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. The bog down in the valley, oh. Ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
Well, in the hole there was a tree, a rattling tree.
Tree in the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On the tree there was a branch, a rattling branch in the tree, in the tree, in the hole, in the hole, in the bog in the valley, oh.
Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On the branch there was a limb, a rattling limb on the branch, in the tree, in the tree,
In the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh.
In the branch, in the tree, in the tree, in the hole, in the hole, in the bog in the valley, oh.
Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley.
In the nest there was a bird, a rattling bird in the nest, on the limb on the branch, in the tree, in the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh.
The bog down in the valley, oh. The ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
In the egg there was an egg, a render on an egg in a bird in the nest on the limb on the branch, in the tree, in the tree, in a hole, in the bog on the valley, oh.
Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. The ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
In the bird there was an egg, a render on the bird, and the bird on the egg, and the egg on the bird in the nest on the limb on the branch, in the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh.
Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
In the egg there was a bird, a feather on a bird in the egg, and the egg and the bird in the nest on the limb on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog in the valley, oh.
Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
On the feather there was a worm, a rattling worm on the feather on the bird in the egg in the bird in the nest on the limb on the branch on the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh.
The rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ray bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.
And the worm, there was a worm, a red branch, a rattle and loose, and the rest on the tick, and the loose on the head on the worm, and the worm on the feather on the bird in the egg in the bird in the nest on the limb on the branch on the tree, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh.